Introduce our players. Well, let's watch the loading screen together first of all, shall we? I was a little bit overeager there, wasn't I? A little bit overeager. Look at this. Look at this Naruto guy with the host in the top right. That caught me off guard. I was like, wait, why do I have an event? I forgot about the host. Trying to save myself, but I failed it. Sorry. Right, I'm going to talk about StarCraft because obviously I'm not doing very good at doing other things and talking in general today. So let's just go into this. To the bottom right-hand side, our red Zerg player is Sleep. I actually believe he's part of Team Leifeng, which is the team owned by Leifeng, who organizes the Leifeng Cup, for example. And just help us to admin and etc. the SGL Cups as well. To the upper left, there's going to be our blue Zerg player from Team Revolution. Let's hear it if you're going to be cheering on SortOf. Mr. Mechanics himself is already off to a great start for 2-0 at the start of the day. He's going to go for the Post-Overlord gas pool. If you guys didn't know, Post-Overlord is my new favorite way of saying this. Instead of trying to say, oh, it's like a gas pool that isn't super aggressive. It's like just a Post-Overlord. You got a Pre-Overlord, which is aggressive. You got a Post-Overlord, which is not aggressive. Or aggressive, but not as aggressive, you know. So Post-Overlord gas pool saves us from guessing what numbers the gas pool went down on and stuff like that, because sometimes it's 13-12, sometimes it's 14-13, 14-14, stuff like that. So yeah, it's at least for me, because sometimes when you come into the game, you're like looking at chat for a moment or two, then you look back, it's like, oh, it's a gas pool, but what time was the gas pool at? Well, it's not super easy to say all the times, but more or less the important things is that it's either before or after the Overlord in terms of how aggressive it's going to be. So this first 6 Zerglings from SortOf will head out onto the map. He's going to send them around the right-hand side to be able to be just a little bit hidden, and we'll look to maybe pick up some damage with these initially. And I wonder how aggressive he does continue to be, as that Zergling speed has indeed started up over in his base. The hatchery about to finish up from Sleep, and with these Zerglings, they will get onto the map before Sleep can see them with this Overlord. At least I believe they will. Oh, clutch! Ling's getting out there, and I mean, Sleep in a moment or two is going to see the lack of creep and will know it's a pool-based build, or pool gas sort of first build, not a hatchery first at least, so you'll know there's potentially some aggression, but won't know exactly what's going to be going on. Alright, so, we're going to be seeing these few Zerglings coming down the right-hand side. I'm just going to be seeing what SortOf can get up to. So coming around the right-hand side, we can see a couple of Lings from Sleep going up through the center of the map. So a couple of Lings from Sleep moving through the center. And here we go, SortOf. He snuck around, and Sleep had no idea about this, and he's actually maybe going to get a queen kill. Tries to target this. Actually, the drones are doing a very good job of blocking. He goes back onto the queen, decides to go for the drones, decides not to. He's all over the place. SortOf kills absolutely nothing there. A lot of indecision as to what he actually wanted to, do. So that actually cost him a little bit there. He's making more Lings. He's actually going to keep on being aggressive. 12 more Lings on the way. Ling speed about to finish. He's already got Lings saved up. And there's this Baneling nest dropping down as well, so here we go. SortOf is going to start moving down towards the bottom right-hand side of the map, and he is going to be continuing to attack here in this game. That couple of Lings, or those couple of Lings, are going to go down. And here we go, Zerglings from SortOf continue to come down to the bottom right. And they're going to be hitting the front here in just a couple of moments. So attacking on in. These queens going to sit in the wall. And, well, the queens in the wall are obviously going to be a big part of this defense. There's a secondary Evo chamber coming in behind this. As SortOf really trying to break them through. When this Evo chamber goes down, though, there is going to be more surface area on the queen. So he can get a little bit more DPS out. And so he will start to break through a little bit faster. As, uh-oh. No good time for a major lag spike there. We're going to be seeing these Lings continue to move forwards. And, well, they are making their way through this at the moment. They're making their way through 2 queens, but now they're going to run out of numbers. Roach is on the way up as well, which will continue this defense. And SortOf's initial attack really has not worked out too well for him at all. He's going to attack on in. He's going to maybe try and take down another couple of queens. He's not letting this up. He's going to keep on trying to make this happen. There's more Lings stream across. He's still only on 16 workers back at home. He begins to make his way through. These queens are going to be falling. So 2 queens going down, but now the roaches are here. And so the queens going down is not as much of an issue because the roaches can fill the wall. SortOf knows it. He GG's out. His attack has not worked. Sleep hold. So, as we kick things off, we are going to have to the top left-hand side our blue Zerg player. It is Sleep. And he's going to be playing against the red Zerg to the bottom right. It is going to be SortOf. I don't believe we're actually on the Korean server. It's crazy. Alright, so let's dive into this. What's going on in the chat? You guys are talking so much in chat today. I see what you're saying, Wrexham. I will time you out. You're not following the chat rules. You're not speaking in English, which is breaking the chat rules, so I have a good reason to time you out. And I'm not afraid to. I'd love to see yourself summon. I'm going to time you out and see if you can summon yourself back. That'd be crazy. Alright, so we're going to be setting up into this, guys. Again, sorry for the weird delays and so on that we're having today. Hopefully it's going to be, as the day goes on, get a little bit smoother sailing. We can only hope. As for now, we do have Overlords just going to be passing each other by. So Overlords passing each other by at the moment, and Hatch Gas Pool from both players in the early stages. So Hatch Gas Pool on the way up. And yeah, no kind of aggression in the early stages, nothing immediately happening here. And we'll see how this game sort of continues. So it's going to be seen as Overlord going in towards the top side of the map from SortOf. He's the red Zerg player, so again, it's sort of hard to visualize, I guess. I tried to put the names on the bottom to try and help you guys out, but obviously it's not necessarily an ideal situation. But SortOf is the red player, blue player is Sleep. As we're just going to be seeing the Zerg speed starting up from Sleep here, and it should be the same from SortOf across the map, so both players' initial build orders are pretty standard so far. So pretty standard stuff already here. As we see a couple of drones on the way up from Sleep. SortOf going to invest into 4 Zerglings. We'll see if he wants to get super aggressive with those, or if it's just going to be something a little bit different, I guess. As we'll see, those lings going to be popping out shortly. And here we go. So a couple of lings already starting to move across the map. SortOf will pause again. Oh no. My ping QA is actually only 300, which isn't horrendous. SortOf just has so much ping all over the place. I actually might have to mute my microphone for a couple of moments here, guys, because I think I've got someone who has to come measure the room or something. So if I have to mute my microphone, we're just going to have to observe instead. So it's just the way it might be. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, we have Sleep to the top left. It was Hatch Gas Pool against Hatch Gas Pool. As we have SortOf to the bottom right. And again, it's recovered from replay from earlier today. So, yeah, just setting up into this, we're going to be seeing a Rotron dropping down from SortOf, so he's actually going to opt to go straight to a Rotron early in this game. Starting to work his way against the hatchery of his opponent here in the early stages. And again, I'm probably going to have to mute my mic for like a few moments, guys, maybe a couple of minutes or something. So, yeah, I'll do that maybe if we have to. I'm not sure. Anyways, SortOf with the Rotron on the way up, we see lots of lings starting to come out here. So lots of lings starting to come out, and actually SortOf might just get super aggressive. He's got gas in the bank to build a lot of roaches, so he might just go for a lot of kind of little ling roach, you know? So if he goes for this, well, it could be a very fast end to the ZvZ. And we'll see a few lings from Sleep going to pull back up towards the top side. And SortOf, well, he's going to start making a few roaches. His own third hatchery is going to be finishing here in a moment or two. Just moving across the map with speedlings at the moment. We're going to see how I might be able to trade against this and see what's going to happen. Ling's going to go onto that hatchery to the top. He's going to start working their way against it. So hatchery's actually going to get cancelled here. I mean, Sleep's not having a good time. That's going to get cancelled very quickly, very early on. Banelings from Sleep going to be coming over here as well to try and see what else is going on. You can see here that SortOf just backing away from those Banes. He's still making more roaches, so he really is going to commit to this attack. So across the map he's going to go. A lot of kind of ling roach from him. And, well, actually, I mean, Sleep, what's he going to do about it? Small lings on the way, but he's half the army supply of SortOf already. SortOf has just put himself in a great position here. Baneling's coming in to try and kind of explode and splash onto the roaches, I guess. Third hatch will go down once more. I mean, this time he doesn't even get cancelled, it just gets killed. So third hatchery is going to go down. I'm just going to be seeing SortOf backing away just a moment or two. Roaches just thinking about what they want to do, if they want to try and move forwards here. Lings and Banes coming in. Actually, the Banelings will get a lot of splash damage done. Ooh, a couple of Lings moving through. He doesn't want to move through his Lings until the Banes are gone, really. There's a lot of the initial roaches go down, but there's more roaches behind this from SortOf. Starting to come forwards here and starting to kind of see what's going to happen. So Lings coming in. These roaches moving forwards as well. More Banes going to be moving in right now. There's going to be seeing a Queen going down. And, well, hell, does SortOf has any reinforcements? These Lings will begin to overrun, especially if Baneling's on the way in. Okay, a few roaches left over here. SortOf has to pull away from those Banes, though. Just be very careful about that. Zergling's going to come in again, and it's so close. I mean, SortOf still has a bit of an army supply advantage, but what's he really getting done with it at the moment? And you've seen a few Lings going to be... I'm just going to be seeing these few Lings kind of coming in, just try and keep on doing some more damage. A couple of drones killed. He's gone into drones at home. Comes out, there's a hatchery ahead and 33 workers to 31. 21 army. I mean, he comes out ahead. He just definitely hasn't done a lot of damage. I mean, the benefit of this is that he hasn't really been, you know, Sleep has been denied a third hatchery and has been denied tech for a good kind of portion of this game. And we're going to be seeing these Zerglings coming down from Sleep, going to be coming across, and we're going to see what's going to be happening. A few roaches coming forwards and getting into position. And there's that Bane nest on the way down the natural expansion. And a few Banes just continue to move down this south side. So it's actually going to be Sleep who's turning the aggression onto SortOf now, but SortOf has more army waiting to go. He's got roaches out, and he's spamming up Zerglings. He's got his own Bane nest about to finish too, so he's probably going to go for like a Roach Bane follow-up. You know, droned up a bit, and now he's just going to go for wave 2 of aggression. Roach Bane going to be coming across the map, and SortOf looking good to tie this series up one game apiece. Single Zergling going to be leading the charge, and a couple of things going to lead the charge. They're going to get that one Bane right away there. Obviously, every Bane he picks off is great, as we have a few of his own starting to come in himself now. So a few Banes starting to come in here from SortOf, and well, Roaches and Banes is going to keep on moving forward to see what else they can do. It's going to be a big attack from SortOf in a few moments' time. A couple of Banes going to lead the charge. Oh my god, those Banes are so stacked up. They do go off on the Roaches, which is fine. Now SortOf going to try and split his Roaches up a little bit more. The Banes from SortOf still moving forward, so what he can do. The Bane's still getting actually pretty good shots off, but now he doesn't have any left over, and so SortOf comes up the ramp, and those Banes just need to try and connect on whatever is possible. Oh, 7 workers, 9 workers killed. Sleep types out. SortOf takes game number 2, and he's going to tie up this series. We have to the top left-hand side is going to be our blue Zerg player. It is Sleep. And his opponent down to the bottom left is the red Zerg player from Team Revolution, SortOf, who unfortunately is having latency issues again. Oh man, what a day it's been. Poor guy. Just, I mean, he doesn't know what's up. He doesn't know what's happening. It's the most frustrating as well, right? It's like, oh, you know, whenever, you know, it's the most frustrating where it's like, you know, you just don't know what's going wrong. You just don't know what's wrong with it. It's just annoying. Guys, again, appreciate you all sitting through what's been a pretty horrific stream, if we're going to be honest. Appreciate you all sitting through it. Thank you so much. Usually the stream quality is a lot better than this. Usually. Anyways. Setting this up. Getting ready to go. Hatch gas pool from both players here on Frost. We hit vertical spawns. SortOf just going to be waiting for that spawn pool to finish. Both players will be waiting for that spawn pool to finish. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, guys. Just... oh, my mind's gone. My mind has gone. You know those days where I've just asked you all this? And so I picked up a book the other day because Fear Dragon told me about this book, which is it's about like mental exercise. It's not mental exercise, but it's like how it's like called Mind Gym, and it's got some exercise in it and stuff. It's like it's about training your mental. It's like upping your mental game. It's about professional sports athletes who have gone through like mental training. How the mental game is so important compared to the physical, with the physical game combined and stuff. And I was reading. I've only just picked it up, and the first chapter is like you gotta like. It was like, think about the day you played your best or something. And the idea is that obviously that it's kind of a similar idea, being able to kind of play your best and being able to cast your best. It's like similar ideas to it. And the first chapter was something like, imagine when everything's going, imagine when you're casting your best and you just feel as though you're in the zone and nothing goes wrong, everything goes your way. And I was like, yeah, I can imagine that. And then it's like, now imagine when it's not like that. I'm just like, yep, that's today. And that is today. When stuff goes wrong, it gets in my head, and then everything just keeps on getting into my head more, and oh god. Crazy. Anyways, guys, we do see in this game, third hatchery coming down. He has been a Bane nest finishing up, I believe, out of sleep. Sorry, I forgot who I saw building the Bane nest. SortOf just going to go straight to roaches, though. And he's just going to go straight into these. He's got his roach roaring on the way up. His evolution chamber has the +1 missiles starting up as well. And there's going to be seeing the Spinecrawler coming in as part of the wall too. So Spinecrawler coming in as part of the wall. There's the Rotor and finishing. And we just get this set up and ready to go. Zerglings coming down the left-hand side from sleep. So they're going to come down this left-hand side and look to see what they might be able to get up to. So moving forwards at the moment, they're going to be looking to see what's going on. A couple of queens to block to begin with, though. Good defense, and I mean, obviously with this wall off, it's very easy for SortOf to defend, and he will just keep on to keep on defending here. As we're going to be seeing more Lings and a couple of Banes just outside this natural expansion. Zergling going to poke away at Spankle going to poke away at a Zergling once again. And then Zergling's going to back away up to the top side of the map. So Zergling's going to back away, and again, Roach Roaring is on the way up, and third hatchery is done back at home from sleep, so that's his advantage, having a third hatch already done. Now, the advantage of SortOf in this game is that he's going to have a faster +1 and a faster roach speed, so he's got a tech advantage over kind of an eco advantage in some ways. And these Zerglings right now from sleep just moving around, having a little bit of a look to see what's going on, what's happening, of course. So these few Zerglings just moving around and going to be going back up towards the top left-hand side as we speak. So Feeling's going back up towards the top left-hand side, and they're going to be well, just getting themselves set up and looking to see what's going to be happening. You can see a queen going to pop an inject on this hatchery. So queen going to pop an inject over there, and yeah, they're sort of just again building up his own third hatch. So he's building into this. He's going to take down these rocks as well. Interesting, I guess, because he wants to be able to move down this ramp easily. And at this stage of the game, he's not expecting to have to use any choke or choke himself up to kind of fight against Lings or so anymore. So SortOf with a +1 missile attack is well, definitely an advantage. He has roach speed about to finish. I wonder how aggressive he gets. He's actually 50 army supply to 30 at the moment. As he hits roach speed, he'll move across the map in vertical swans pretty quick as well. So this is interesting. SortOf going to get very aggressive as he moves up to the top left-hand side. And here we go, guys. Sleep's army is interesting because it's a mixture of kind of a few roaches, Lings, and a couple Banes. Not sure how well this is I'm not sure how well this is going to end up going, as these roaches from SortOf will move on forwards. Then going to go up this ramp. A Zergling going down already, and here we go, just starting to fight. The roaches having to keep on kiting backwards. Baneling going off, not doing much straight away. Another Baneling coming in as well. Ravager morphing in the front. Looks as though that Ravager will survive as SortOf just pushes up this ramp. Does he have enough? With the +1 advantage, I think he very well may have. And Ravager as well will force Sleep to pull back, but it actually connects anyways. Oh no, Sleep's just in trouble. And SortOf is going to clean on up over here, and he is going to be going through this group with Harston. The question is which will go through in first place, and that's what we'll decide in our final match of the day, because now Sleep does not have a way back into this. Roaches picking off his opponent's roaches as they pop out. SortOf in too good a position now, and just going to see a few more roaches going down. Queen goes down as well, and a drone's getting pulled in just to try and fight against this, trying to survive a little while longer. Force of Biles to try and help out. 13, 14, 15 workers killed and counting, as SortOf will continue to still clean up the roaches as well of his opponent. And this is just going to be game. GG's very, very soon here. There it is. SortOf takes game number 1. Game number 3, sorry. And he is going to go 2-0 in this group alongside Harston. So now we